And what about if the property was on the market? Does that entice you to bid? Very nice and intimate in the hallway. But something that we can do. Do you reckon they've got more in them? Oh, I thought that was a bid. Come on, let's go.
Okay, we're actually out. So there's no point for, well, I think we're out because if...
Got another package in the mail for me to open today. Let's see what it is. In here, this is way more compact. Check this out, the difference. So sleek versus this one. Big, clunky, whatever. Yep, just like that. Alright guys, another day, another auction weekend. Weather's not as good this weekend, but we're gonna make it work. There's a little bit of rain, but I'm recovering from a mild sunburn. So this little bit of cloudy / rainy weather is actually a little bit of relief for me. Anyways, we've got 5 auctions scheduled this weekend. Actually, it was 5 auctions. Now it's actually only 2. What ended up happening with the other 5 is that we had 1 sold prior, which is great news. 1 sold prior, and then 2 rescheduling to another date. So all up today, 2 going ahead. The first one in Wyndham Vale and the next one in Tarneet. So both of those properties looking very good. A healthy amount of interest. But like you've been seeing, we'll only find out when we get to the auction and see how many bidders show up. So we're heading out to Wyndham Vale now. I'll see you at the first one. Hello. How are you? So Japrit, isn't it? That's it. How are you? Let's have a look through. Yep. You really looked after your tenants. Did you buy this as an investment place? You're living here. No wonder it's so well done. Yep. 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 Amazing. Yep. Yep. Yeah, the deck you've done very well. The canopy is beautiful. The canopy is beautiful. Did you do that yourself?
This one?
Yep.
So I actually bought this house from somebody else, so they already done all this.
Amazing.
That was one of the reasons why I bought the house.
This, the deck. Yeah, exactly.
So I spent like a good 8 hours yesterday. Wow. Here on this house.
No.
I cleaned the house first. Yeah, he helped me do it.
Yep. This is your mate.
Cleaned up and we did the mowing and all that.
Should we get a start? Guys, are you gonna stick around? Are you gonna stick around for the auction? Are you sure we're about to start, even just to watch? We'll do it out back, so if you want to hang around for 10, 15 minutes, yeah, may as well. All right, let's stick around. We all good to go? All right, everybody here? Where's these guys? Let's get them coming in.
Give me 1 second, Sufyan. Give me 1 second.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the whole team at Reliance Real Estate, thank you very much for joining us here for the beautiful auction here at 81 Haynes Drive in Wyndham Vale. So buyers, I'm going to hand it over to you now for your spirited bidding. Who would like to get the auction underway? 620, very good start to the auction. So I know you can't see it, but your wife's looking at you, seeing if you want to bid. I'm going to move the auction along at $640,000 now. Bilal, happy to see your buyer back in on a 10. 650 now, quick on the trigger there. And what about if the property was on the market? Does that entice you to bid?
I'll wait for Bilal to come to me after the vendors make their choice.
We're going to sell. You know, you pass the property in, you negotiate with Bilal's bidder. More often than not, we sell. I'm going to take a quick pause. If you'd like to change your mind, I won't hold it against you, but we're going to have a quick chat and speak to our vendors soon, okay? No, not a problem. Hey, Chief. Very good to meet you. How are you? Not bad, not bad. So, Look, we're at 650.
This guy,
Yes.
he's at 650, I know.
Yeah.
But I think we can push for 20. I know his numbers,
Yep.
and then we'll try for some extra, and then we'll come back and see where we are.
All right. All right, sounds good.
Let's do it this way because obviously there's no other way.
That's it, yeah. You have to negotiate. That's going to get you the best price. After we spend all that time coming up with a plan on how we're going to attack the post-auction negotiations, by the time we get back out to the crowd, everybody's pretty much gone. So this is another reason why you don't want to take too long during the pause, and you really want to be realistic about how things can unfold on the auction day so you can make a quick decision. So this guy here that's walking off, he was thinking about bidding. He's a first home buyer, needs to talk to his broker about the whole deposit situation and how far he can stretch. But as of today, the property is still up for sale, waiting for the right buyer to come through. But in the meantime, we're going to head off to the next auction now, which is 7 McMahon Street in Tarneet. A very lovely property, and let's go have a look at this one.
How are we looking? Look, we were looking pretty good till yesterday.
Fuck, what happened?
One of the main bidders just fallen out.
Mhm.
But people have come in who said they will come to bid.
Yep.
So I do see there's this one here, gentleman in the
Car?
and there's one who's inside. She's been saying I probably won't know whether I'll bid or not. I'm just coming, but I feel she's come in twice, asked you questions.
Yep.
So
You
a lot of
never know.
questions,
Yeah.
you never know.
Yeah.
So we'll take it as
So we're
Saturday.
expecting two?
Two, yeah. Water?
No, I'm all
You sure?
good. I'm sorted. I got
Yeah,
myself a
your
coffee.
throat's good.
Yeah, my throat is very good. Hello, how are you? Very nice and intimate in the hallway. Hello, how are you? Hey guys, how are you? Yeah, not too bad, can't complain. It's nice and cool compared to yesterday. Feels like a nice cool change. Hello, how are you?
Hi, good, thanks. How are you?
Not too bad, can't complain.
Yeah, good.
Got a bit of a cool change from yesterday's hot weather.
Which is not bad, is
That's
it?
it.
Exactly, that's what you need.
What do you guys think of I am? Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Later, yeah, good luck.
Are you guys planning on bidding today?
We're gonna have, yeah.
Do me a
gonna
solid
do
one,
it.
start me off. Yeah? Any figure, I don't mind.
Yeah, no, we said tonight, we'll just see how we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, it's very, very nice. It's smaller than we wanted though,
Yeah.
so we'll just see. We don't want to, I actually do think it is over for the side, like the space, as in like it's beautiful, but it's like just the wall, like things are smaller than we wanted, but we'll see.
What are you
See what
after?
happens.
More bigger bedrooms, more bigger, just bigger everything. Sounds.
But not too much, like, do you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
just a bit
a
bigger,
little
like, just
bit,
that,
yeah.
Like walking, you know me, I
That's
need a
it.
wardrobe. Yeah, exactly, it's like a wardrobe, isn't it? And
Yeah, that's
no,
it.
Look, it is.
It's so hard. You got to toss it up. You go to the next home, and then you just got to
I know,
juggle those
exactly,
things.
Yeah, but no, it's definitely.
This is a very, very nice
It
house.
is.
Owners have done
very well. Yeah,
absolutely.
Exactly, they have. You can't. Yeah, he said you can. He said you can, but it just hasn't been opened. Well, he said he was actually going to open it, but we'll see. He may not.
That's it. Well, you guys settle in.
Thank you.
If you
I
want to
see you
start
out
me
there.
off, I'll be a very happy man. All right. So, see you guys. Yep. Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah, good.
What do you guys think?
He's done nicely.
Yep.
That's very nice.
That's it. Very nice house. They've done a very good job with it.
Yeah. It's just whether it's big enough.
Yeah, I was talking to the ladies. Yeah, they've got a lot to say.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know how many housing squares this house actually is?
I can't tell you off the top of the head, but I'm sure Mike's got that. Yeah. It's one of those things where these things always crack, but as long as the building and the bricks stay good, it means that they've built the house very well. All right, you guys settle in. Hopefully you can start me off with a bid at the auction. How are you?
Good, mate. How are you guys?
Yeah, good. What do you think about the place?
Oh, thanks for yourself.
So good, isn't it?
Thanks for yourself.
They've done a very good job with this. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the whole team here at Ray White Tiny, we welcome you to the auction here at number 7 McMahon Crescent in the lovely suburb of Tarneit here. To start me off with an opening bidder offer, don't mind where we start. Have you started any opening figure where you see logical value? The first bid is always the hardest. $700,000, very fair and reasonable start there at $700,000. Let's go in tens on the rise to keep us moving along nice and smoothly. So I'm gonna move the auction along with a vendor bid. I'm gonna go to 720. You can jump back in on 730 if you'd like. Let's go 30. 30, nod of the head, got it there. I'm gonna move the auction along at 740. Happy for you to jump back in at 750 you like. Our vendors are very keen to do business with you and keen to see a sold sticker plastered on the board. You guys are in the box seat to do it. 750, I promise I'll stop placing vendor bids from there. 45, well, happy to see you now. 2 bidders now entering into the race at $745,000. Good luck out this way. Second call, 750. Got one of these. 750, let's go 55. Second call at 75. Oh, I thought that was a bid. Come on, let's go. 755, great bid and straight back now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a quick pause to the auction and come back and to resume very, very shortly. Hopefully we have some very good news soon.
We probably reserves at about 780.
Yep.
That's a
Yeah.
So like 7, that's their plan, and that's all.
Yep.
Okay.
So do you think
So-
you can move them?
Couple of things that we can do. So I think 770 is probably too much of a stretch to just get in one bid, but something that we can do if we go out to the highest bidder, do you reckon they've got more in them?
They do have another 5 or 10. I don't know. Either 5 or 10.
What's that now?
755. Yep.
65.
So 60. So that's the thing is that if you get a $10,000 bid in just one hit, right? We just ask them to increase their own offer. You put it on the market. If you get anything else, great. But if you don't, we've just got $10,000 for you. The difference between doing it this way, by the way, right, and passing it in, is that you do it this way. It's unconditional. You've got them there. Once you invite them inside, it's still unconditional, but they can choose to walk away from the negotiations. So they don't even have to pay the price that they paid up or bid up to at auction. So if we go, 755, hey, vendors originally wanted 790 or 800, right? Now they're down to 765. Increase your offer 10 grand. We put the property on the market. Everybody else seems like they're out. So it's a really good opportunity for you to snag a deal. If we get any more bidding, it's a bonus, right? So even $1,000 snowballs, $500 bids.
Will you sell at 765?
It's up to you guys. I'm just giving you the option, right?
Give me a moment, mate.
Yeah.
Sure.
Can I just
Yeah.
over, Jane?
Yeah. Guys hesitant to take any longer with the auction pause. How did you guys go?
Yeah, we will. 765.
765, and that's only if they choose to increase their offer, right?
Yeah.
If not, then we pass the property.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah, that's our
Sounds good. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Good luck. I'm going to
See
go
how it
ask the
goes.
question and see how we go. Okay.
Thanks, Dave.
Quick one, guys. So we got some instructions. All right. So the vendors, they're obviously a little bit higher, but what we were talking to them about just before is whether or not they really want to have a go at having conditional offers come through, or if they're willing to come down just for the auction environment and just for competition, right? I think they're out. The other guys are out at this stage, but the vendors are asking for another $10,000. So what we're saying, no, just hear me out, right? Is that if you're willing to increase your offer by another $10,000, we put the property on the market, knock it down to you. It's sold, right? Otherwise, they're wanting a little bit more than 765, right?
Oh, they're winning more than 765.
No, so right now, if we do place it 765, okay, get another
Yes.
offer.
We're out. I'm sorry, guys.
No, that's fine.
Yep.
That's fine.
That's just the instructions. They're saying that they're happy to come down. We still want to invite you inside to hear them out, but they want more outside of the auction. So just for the auction, they've...
765, otherwise it's probably going to come back to 7.
Yeah.
Okay, we're actually out. So there's no point for, well, think we're out because it's absolutely beautiful, but it's not fit for exactly what we like. And
Yep.
so it's too much for what we'd like to pay.
Sure.
It is a beautiful property.
That's-
It really is. It's too small.
Yes.
So it's a compromise for us.
Yep.
And
Understood. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to resume the auction. You're still in the lead, by the way. So if there's no further bid, we invite you inside. We start the negotiation.
okay.
Exactly.
All right.
All right. The instructions are to pass the property in to our highest bidder and start effective immediately the negotiation process from there. It's a very resolute no. And I can see a very stern look from you, but also just to your left-hand side, there's a little bit of indecision. Mike, any further advance from there? Ladies and gentlemen, in that case, we formally passed the property in at $755,000. Let's give our highest bidder a round of applause here. On behalf of the team at Ray White Tiny, we thank you very much for attending today's auction, and we look forward to updating you with a sold result very, very shortly from here. Thank you and have a good rest of your day. All right, thanks for your bidding today. Unfortunately, we'll keep you updated.
Yep.
Usually these guys are the ones to buy. I know if we give you a second chance, maybe we can talk some more, but are you sure there's nothing else that you want to offer?
No, not at the moment. Yeah, my 750 was my limit.
So you've already, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's all good.
All right, well, we'll keep you guys updated and see how we go from here. All the very best. Thanks for coming today. Yeah. Do you guys want to come inside?
Can I have 2 minutes or not?
Yeah, no.
Do I still have the...
Yeah, no, you can come inside if you want. Sure. Good, how are you? Same. Oh, are you? Very sneaky. Very good. Heyman, was it? Heyman. H. Very good to meet you.
And then you can tell the price, because that's what it is. We're going to have to negotiate. We're not budging on 765.
But now do you want to set 670 because it's gone?
So, let me just, before you guys get into it, I'll just let you know what happens from here and how auctions work,
Yep.
right? Is that these guys, I mean, they've already let us know that they're not
Yeah.
planning on coming up,
Yeah.
right? They're talking about it now, whether or not they actually may offer it anymore. Even if you pass it in and these guys are willing to come inside, there's really no reason for a highest bidder at an auction to increase their offer. Yeah, that's just in general, right? You've outbid everybody, so what's the point? So any more that we get is essentially a very good thing,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes you can get a lot, sometimes people don't budge, and really they don't need to, okay? But over the next 3 days, if we get a contract signed, say for example on Monday, it's still unconditional.
Okay.
It's still in the auction.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that's still a very tight window. That's still a tight window where buyers may still be emotional and may offer a little bit more. But at the end of the day, we're talking a small amount. Look, I know you've come down from more, but you know, in all things said and done, small amount for an unconditional sale, which Mike will be the first person to tell you when you've got conditional sales, subject to building and pests, subject to finance. You get a contract signed and it falls through, okay? It's very disruptive to a campaign all up. So it does come down to you guys' decision whether or not speed or time and ups and downs like that is something worth going through. Okay, so the decision is still with you guys. We're gonna check in over there, see how we go, but just have the time to talk between the two of you. Okay?
Thank you.
We're happy to come inside? All right.
Yes, okay.
Look, it's no pressure. Like I said, you can walk away any point in time, right? It's just a matter of a discussion. So what I'll get you to do is we'll come inside, we'll sit down at the dining table, get yourself comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Take it.
Thank you.
Make your money back on water.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. That's right. All right, we'll get you to just come through. Yeah, we'll get you to come on through. I'll get you guys to just jump in here, yeah. So if you guys want to just jump on, yeah,
sure.
just so that we want to keep the negotiations a bit separate so that we can actually have a bit more control over it.
Well, you can come in.
Come on in.
You're not allowed to go over them. Their family, not our family.
Maybe she wants to jump ship. Anyways, I'm going to talk to them for 2 seconds. I'll come back, okay?
No worries.
Alright, so we're back at home now after a big long day of auctions. So 2 auctions going ahead, both of them passing in. That second one, I'm pretty sure the camera died, but we went through a lengthy negotiation process afterwards where the vendor saw how the auction went. We saw we had a good amount of bidding up until a certain point. We used some vendor bids to progress the auction, but ultimately we had 2 buyers competing against each other. And we paused, we had a chat. The vendor saw how the auction progressed, was willing to bring down their expectation to make a deal happen. The buyers were past their maximum, and so we invited them inside for some negotiation. We were very close. The buyer was happy to come up a little bit more. The sellers were at their walkaway price, and so we've left that at that, because anymore, you know, a very small gap to bridge, but both parties are, I can empathize, they're going up not just, you know, that little bit more, but from their initial expectation. So both buyer has exceeded the budget that they set prior, which is what the auction process does. It brings the buyers through at their maximum level, and sellers have also come down to their price, because it means an unconditional sale and it means more time back and they can move on to the next chapter of their life. Otherwise, you're looking at conditional offers, you're looking at more open homes, and while you're living in there, you also have to keep the property presentable. So those are all things that are factored in. Now, the negotiation is still live. The agent's still giving me updates, so I'm very hopeful that this one is still has a possibility to sell before the end of the day. But nonetheless, how auctions work is Saturday the auction happens, and any contract signed within 3 days, so up until Monday, is considered sold under auction conditions. So we can still get an unconditional sale, we can still get that same buyer and have the vendor's realistic price and adjusted price on the contract. It's just about whether or not we can bring both parties again to make further concessions and go from there. So we'll keep you updated. Hopefully I have an update very, very soon, but otherwise I'll let you know how that goes. And there's another auction weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe and comment if you're liking this content, and I'll see you in the next video.